Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning here today, late at night, to do Toriko Chapter 275 review. 275 Toriko. Yeah. Cinnamon flavored graham crackers. Love them. Now, it's Toriko. What do you expect? Every time I read Toriko, I gotta eat a meal. So, if I read Toriko like twice, I'm eating 2 meals. That's the way it operates. That's the way I function. This week's chapter is actually very simple, but it's pretty damn fucking cool. I can't deny it. First of all, the mist was bullshit. Alright? Here we had this fake toad talking about reality and imagination and believing and not believing. Believing in me, believing in you, believing in yourself. And here this toad is straight up bullshit. Why it's not a toad? First of all, that's all fake. The entire thing is fake. And it winds up being the case where they're like these like leech demon guys, okay? And then that's what they pretty much are. Like they're pretty much like leech demon dudes. And they are ferocious and they're big. Okay? The actual name is like Leech Heel. Okay? Leech Heel or the Hiru Heel. And they are massive. Well, they're not huge, but like they're bigger than your average human. And they can actually talk. Now, that's the one thing that wasn't really explained in the chapter, because these things can actually speak in human dialect. And that means that these creatures, even though they're only captured, I mean, I can't really say only, but it's the gourmet world. So even though they're only captured of like 307, they show clearly, they can clearly show intelligence. And this may mean 2 things. Number one, they are a species that is just like the Nitro, where they see human beings as food, and even though like they don't, well, they are on the same level where they can cook their ingredients, so on and so forth. Or I don't know if that's the case when it comes to these creatures, but they can actually trap other creatures just like human beings and hunt them in that manner. And we see that clearly because they are able to use the illusion of the real mist to pretty much trap the Toriko and Coco poison clones that were given life, the dolls. So in that sense, they were also fake as well. It's all this fake, all right? It's all like this. It's like an inception of fake and real and believing and not believing. And believing you, believing me, believing yourself. So DiCaprio's on some crazy shit right now. It's like DiCaprio and Mitsutoshi teamed up for one chapter, blat out. That's what we get. And again, like these creatures, so it's either A, that they are like they're just like the Nitro, or they're kind of like the Nitro. They're advanced, but not super advanced. They can hunt other creatures, and they can communicate in human tongue. Or the second thing is that they're not actually like creatures, but they were once humans, or they're spirits, like along those lines. Because remember, right now they're on Yoto Island, and Yoto Island is like the harbor of like the damned and like the dead, and there's a lot of references to that. Again, one Yoto, and we see like these one Yoto type dudes like out of nowhere, just like a bunch of wheel motherfuckers, and it's like, whoa, there's like a fleet of wheels. Hot Wheels. I'm like, whoa, racing cars. I'm like, damn. So obviously, when it comes to these Hiru Heels, we're not too sure what they're all about. But despite that, it doesn't really matter that much, because the head boss, the one Yodos, they've arrived, and Coco had actually showcased his prowess in combat. This life poison is disgusting, I must say. The fact that the entire time, the Toriko and the Coco that we saw were actually poisoned dolls that were given life by Coco. And this is part of the power of his inner monster. Clearly, someone has grown. Clearly, someone has developed their skills. Now, he can only do 2 dolls for a short period of time. That's his max at this point in time. But this power, this ability, could be used in so many ways, and it's actually very, very, very useful. It's very useful. So props to Coco, because that's one hell of an ability. It really is. I love it. However, when it comes to the head honchos of the Real Mist area, it looks like Toriko is going to be the guy to come in there and to showcase what he's got, what he has learned in the gourmet world. All right, mind you, Coco, Zebra, and Sunny, they spend most of their time in the human world just chilling, or not chilling, but they've been training, obviously, honing their skills even further. But Toriko's actually been in the gourmet world. In fact, he was the only one to actually notice the frog dude in the Sea of Thorns. And I did love the fact how they actually had like that scene at the beginning where you see Toriko, he actually has the laser point at the fake frog guy. And it was so badass. I mean, despite the fact that it was a doll, like when you're first reading it, you're thinking, oh, like that's actually Toriko. And he's actually like wising the fuck up, and he's like he's has him on the laser. Like, that was very good. I like that, because Toriko, again, even though he appears to be someone who lacks intelligence, he's far from. He's very intelligent, he's very witty, and he is very perceptive of the situation around him in a lot of cases. In fact, in most of the cases, he's the first one to notice something amiss. Toriko. And again, this is the guy hinted to have more power than Ichiryu when Toriko reaches like his actual like maximum power. When he reaches like Akashi's full course, and when he can master his gourmet cells and all that stuff. So again, Toriko, he is that guy. So we still don't know what's up with the frog guy, which is probably the reason why the frog guy didn't actually give a name when Toriko asked, so what's your name? Because in the sense of the illusion at hand here, even though life was given to the dolls of Toriko and Coco, Coco didn't know the name, nor did Toriko. Therefore, the dolls wouldn't know the name. Therefore, in the sense of the illusion that was forged, that was created from their own imagination, meaning Toriko and Coco, the dolls at least, they wouldn't be able to actually create a name for the frog. They mean the illusion or the one Yodos that actually rule this real fog area. So again, it's very fascinating, but we still don't know the name of the frog. The frog's still a mystery. The one Yodas are out to play, and they're gonna do something obvious, duh. Though I'm kind of wondering why is it that like the one Yodo, like when it first came out last chapter, it was fucking huge. It was massive, and now it's like a bunch of them, but they're a lot smaller. Like, why is that? Maybe that size was an illusion. Maybe these things themselves are illusions. Again, I'm not too sure. But when it comes to Yoto Island in of itself, it's actually a very nice entry point into the gourmet world, because it is serious, but it's not like massively serious. I mean, like Coco and the others, Sunny, they still need to pull out some of the stops here and there, but it's not like they're gonna go like all out, like bloody and, you know, like limbs missing. No. It's just simple. This is what I can do, and these guys are good test dummies to show you what I can do. So I like that. Overall, I'm a fan of this. So, King Lightning, the chapter is going to be a good plus, and I will see you guys later. Peace, have a nice day, and right here somewhere for the actual live reaction.